Hello, my dears. I was waiting for our next meeting. Please get a cup of warm drink and delicious little snack and enjoy this one day of my family in wonderful Ukrainian village. Morning has come and I meet it with such a nice mood. Today is going to be a lot of work and I have so much energy. For an Orthodox tradition, I ask God to bless us for this day. And I ask you, my dears, to support this channel with your likes and subscriptions. Friends, today I will show you what is a true Ukrainian market, or how we call it, bazaar. By the way, I know that Oriental folks call it the same way. Let me introduce you to Its Majesty Bazaar. It's not only a place to sell and to buy, it's a whole cultural code of village and city people. On Bazaar, you stay connected with the farmers and customers. It's a place to be updated for all the news and rumors. And one more important part of bazaar aesthetic is the haggle over the price. For example, in Odessa, there is a famous market called Privaz, and if you're not haggle, every seller is confused. This is a kind of attraction. Village Market has a special place in my heart. It's so nice to meet those different people and animals. Also, it's a good option to earn some money if you have some extra milk, veggies, or meat. And sure, you never find so much homemade high-quality products anywhere, but here. Except wonderful food, you can also find a lot of goods here. And this goes on from the traditions of fairs. In Kievan Rus, there were a lot of famous fairs which connected sellers from all over the world. And it was a real holiday for everybody, because it accompanied with music, dances, and treats. With a new habitant, we back home. Bazaar always makes me feel happy and mentally up. People there are so open-hearted, with a nice sense of humor and always with some interesting stories to tell. Another thing that makes me happy is to see your reaction. Please subscribe and click the bell for me to know you like the video. Welcome to New Home. This is not only a cute critter. In Ukrainian culture, pigs play a very important role. It's a symbol of abundance of a family. Also, it's a lot of folklore and tales connected with this animal. And today I'm going to tell you a lot about pork for our cuisine. Bazaar duties are done, so it's time to get back to business. Village life is full of challenges, but we never afraid and deal them smiling. The thing you must know about Ukrainians, we barely know how to rest. I don't say it's good, but this is just a fact. From the childhood, we are taught to work hard, to help parents and neighbors. Everything must be done perfect, and it always something that needs your time. Maybe we don't know how to rest per day, but we know how to celebrate things. Ukrainian holidays are very special. Our tables are breaking because it's too much different food. We sing loudly, we talk loudly, we joke, and after some glasses of homemade wine, we dance very good. You can watch us working with the ground. Like in every culture of the world, this is a symbol of abundance, harvest, and also it's a symbol of a homeland.
Я чуть-чуть звідси суші. Добре. Мийця. Ось так. Марчик. Ходи, збирайся.
In ancient times, all over the world, warriors and just wayfarers took a handful of ground and believed it will give them powers. Nowadays, some immigrants take it to save a strong memory about their homeland.
А він сам не знає, правда, які тут сорти?
Ну, сети, чуєш, що по сортах. Wait, wait, wait.
The main pride and wealth of Ukraine is black soil. This type of the ground is the most fertile, and everything grows up simply perfect. That's why agriculture in our country is so much developed. We are first in the world to export grain.
Bere, bere, bere.
We are so happy to tell you about Ukraine. Please subscribe and watch more.
Ой, як гарно.
200 years ago, it was hard to imagine the plowing and harvesting seasons without praise, rituals, and celebrations. Every agriculture country in the world have thousands of folklore treasures of songs, poetries, legends, and fairy tales for these processes.
Ні, коли вже, знаєш, як коли вони вже розростуться.
Nowadays, people hire some helpers to collect the harvest. Centuries ago, all the village was working on the fields. And after that, it was a big, great celebration where everyone was thanking God and each other. Thinking of such a holiday can wake up the hunger, so I think it's time to start making something very special. Drawwell water is very pure and a bit sweet. The reason is nature filter when it's come from the ground. In fact, this is a real privilege of the countryside. But if you want to have water like that living in the city, you can use a filter with a coconut coal. Pork is one of the most important ingredients of Ukrainian cuisine. Pigs are not picky about food and grow up fast. That's why all the families had them in ancient times. For making bacon, I prefer to use a special mix for pork, some paprika, turmeric, and herbs. How do you think what is also tastes good? Write in the comments. As I mentioned, pigs are easy to take care about, and they are important not for Ukrainians only. For example, Asian cuisines have recipes of fried meat with sauces, rice or noodles. Georgian people make it grilled, and Germans eat grinded pork raw with a bread.
Нам треба буде поставити це коптилку.
Another treasure of pork is a fat. Ukrainians call it salo, Italians lardo, and it has its own name everywhere. To eat it correctly, you need a slice, some fresh onion or garlic and dark bread. It goes delicious with a national soup, borscht. In Lviv, it's even a dessert was created, salo in chocolate. Once pork meat and fat even saved Ukrainians. In 1819 century people hide valuables and gold in it because Tatar and Turkish warriors who attacked Ukraine didn't want to touch pigs by religion reasons. That's why we call it Ukrainian gold.
Дай мені потримаю.
А що?
Кладеш? Що потримаю тобі? Бо тобі добре там покласти.
With all the seasoning, we start to smoke bacon. This part of pork we call picherovana, what is literally translated like under the belly. This is the tastiest part. Bacon will need some time. Meanwhile, we're not going to sit. Duties calls. We always try to make next video better than last one. Please let us know it figured out with your like. Despite pork meat is very important for some Asian and European countries like China, Japan, Germany, Spain, Ukraine, Poland, and a lot of others, it's strictly forbidden for Muslim and Jewish people. Following this religions, this meat is not good and can pollute your soul.
Не, бабусь.
Meet our beauty, isn't she amazing? Dears, we promise you, we take a good care of every animal. We know, in the video it could seem that's not enough space or freedom, but remember it's just the frame, and in real life they all are happy.
Біжи, красунечка. Ходи. Ходи, маленька.
Bacon needs some more time. By the way, I didn't mention one cuisine that is literally a queen of a bacon. United Kingdom is famous by all the kinds of bacon and ways to make it. As for me, crispy one if the best. My mom always say that the best potatoes are fried on the fat, and that's what we are cooking today too. First humans and ancient folks used fat not only for cooking, but to keep food fresh longer. Fresh veggies, bacon, and herbs. This is so simple and so delicious. It's hard to realize it wasn't like that always. In the times of Soviet Union, it was a deficit of food in the cities, and being a villager was a salvation. You had everything at home. Maybe the big deficit and hunger made Ukrainian people so thrifty and so careful about food, but now we have everything as much as you need, and it makes me so happy. Just take a look on this juicy and appetizing meat. But to make it more delicious and to cook that famous mom's potatoes, we need to fry it on the pan.
Мийте,
Оце місце.
мийте.
Even in the times of hungers and deficit by all world's history, people created amazingly delicious food. Italian pizza, French onion soup, Mexican taco, etc. were dishes for the poorest. But now, it's world's famous food for everyone. Soviet republics also created a ton of recipes to survive hunger times. They are not world's famous, but left in our hearts like something from the childhood. What a wonderful smell. And look at this golden crust. My friend from Bazaar didn't lie to me. It was a really good meat. I'm sure that everyone has their personal recipe of fried potatoes. Please tell me in the comments, what is your way? Do you cut it for big or small pieces? What do you use for frying, and what are your favorite seasonings? Not everyone agrees, but I think that potatoes and bacon combo is quite international. Every cuisine just has its own rules to combine. Anyway, it's always such a great taste.
Мийте. Мийте.
We need to wait until bacon becomes crispy. For that, we need to melt the fat, but don't remove it. It needs to be used for cooking. If you feel interested about culture and food, please subscribe and click on the bell. We will be so happy. And time for potatoes. I believe this amazing smell is such good that you can feel it through the screen. How can we live without potatoes earlier? It came to Ukraine only in 18th century. Mom and Grandma always added some onions. This is almost a tradition because I also like it. It brings some unique aroma and sweetness after the frying. Today we decided to add some more veggies. I think it's a great idea because everything will absorb the bacon taste from melted fat and it'll bring together all the ingredients. Village life philosophy says not to waste things. It can be about your time, some household utensils, and sure, food. I think this is how the way of using fat was created. By the way, if you don't eat it too much, it's quite healthy with vitamins A, B, and E. If you've ever tried Ukrainian food, you mentioned we always serve it with a dill. It is the most ancient and authentic herb that we use not only like a decoration, but for seasoning, preservations, and even as a medicine. The colors are great on the plate. We can't wait to start our wonderful dinner. And sure, it's amazing. Homemade bacon is so good. Veggies added some structure and juice for the dish. Thank you for watching, my dears. I was happy for you to live one day with us. Hope to see you next time.